And so moving, that started me to play with the left hand and look for a left hand repertoire in the piano, which of course we have. It's a whole world in itself. It's a whole world that people, even pianists, don't realize. We have Godowski, who transcribed the whole Chopin studies for the left hand, and that is an amazing work, which I'm looking into even right now.
When did you start looking into the left hand? How old were you?
I was in my early 20s in college. I had to do a report for my theory class and analyze the Ravel Piano Concerto. And I noticed we had a whole listening list. When I sat down, I mean, for at least good 2 or 3 hours, I didn't even bother to listen to the rest of the list. I just fell in love with the piece and that style of playing. And from then on, from about maybe 22, 23 years old, I was at that time, I just decided I'm going to look into this.
How would you describe your style?
Very sensitive, but at the same time aggressive.
Tell me about conducting. When did you start?
I started conducting in college, in my junior year in college, when I took on conducting. Well, it was a requirement. I did not want to swing my hand in front of people and be like the average conductor who just wanted to conduct just to show. I believe there's a great art, and when I studied conducting with the class, I noticed, wow, this thing is really amazing. You can really lead people properly if they can follow you. And so I became very interested in conducting.
So that's what inspired you?
Yes, the class.
How does it feel to conduct a choir?
It feels great when they are following you. It feels great. You feel like you have control. It's almost like flying a kite. But when they're not looking at you, and I had one experience where I was conducting in a church, and the men, they were not looking at me. He got so frustrated. I'm telling you, I did not plan this. I just slapped my hands so hard, I think the whole church shook. And they never missed a beat for the rest of the performance because they all got very scared. Yes, but yes, conducting was great.
Have you ever yelled at anybody in the church? Why did they get scared?
No, I don't need to yell. You can put people in their places. Well, I should say you can tell people about themselves in a proper way. You don't need to yell or go to their level. Most conductors that do yells because they don't know what they are doing. You can just tell them, listen, we have work to do. You either doing this or not. Make up your mind. Yes.
How is conducting different from playing piano?
I cannot claim to be a virtuoso conductor. Like I know people who actually study conducting. But so because of that, piano would always seem more difficult. But at the same time, conductor have a responsibility that he has to think of whether if it's a choir or an orchestra, he's working for them compared to the piano when you yourself is very hands-on, literally, and making sure that your performance come out. See, if the choir or the orchestra is not following the conductor can be great, but you won't know it. But if a pianist cannot bring out certain melodies, don't have certain technique, he's not great. That's a given. Yes.
Any soccer stories you left out from earlier?
Well, I should go back to the story about when I literally broke my head and say that the reason why it probably happened is because I was disobedient to my grandmother and because of my love for soccer. You see, every day she would tell me, don't go out and play soccer. Like 6, 7 times she told me that. And one morning, that morning, special morning, I woke up and said, oh, she didn't tell me not to go out. Look, I won. I won the argument against my grandmother. She's tired of me, of saying not to go out. Look how I win this thing. Man, it felt good. So I went out and enjoyed myself until, yes.
What happened when you came home? Was she upset with you?
No. I didn't go home. I had to be rushed to the hospital. My life was in danger. My mother fainted.
But I mean, eventually you
I'm
had
sorry.
to go home. Didn't your grandmother say, I told you not to go out, or she didn't
No,
do
no,
that?
no, no, no. It was right in front of my house. So
Oh.
they all came out.
Oh, okay.
And you can imagine my grandmother, I never thought about it. But she probably is thinking to herself, maybe if I had tried a little harder, but it was not her fault. But the lesson at an early age is listen to your grandparents, listen to your parents. Yeah.
Tell me about your teen years experiencing prejudice.
Well, my junior high school, or even my elementary school, even before the teen, going up to the teen years.
You know what? We have 2 minutes, so let's do something quick. I want to get something else.
We're going to probably clear.
Talk about boundaries. Has anyone tried to prevent you from your dreams?
Oh yes. One of the difference between my brother and myself is that he was brave enough because he developed much faster at an early age, so he can say at 13 years old, I'm gonna be a concert pianist. Me, I had the same thing in mind. The difference is I didn't say it until I was backed up in the corner. I was 18 when people were asking me. I'm telling you, I was getting called in my senior year saying, don't do this, from people I never know. My church was against it. People claim to love you, but they don't know what this is about. They have never seen anybody go to do piano as a career. And so the discouragement level was just extreme. As a matter of fact, I thank God for getting me through this.
Tell me, is Carnegie Hall your final
Yes.
goal?
Well,
Put Carnegie Hall in a sentence.
Carnegie Hall is a must for me. This is where I've always seen myself playing, and this is my goal. And we are going to make it happen soon. Yeah.
Excellent. What are we doing? We have a little bit more time. Prejudice? You experienced prejudice in
Yes. Being Haitian, coming from Haiti, we had to fight in school. We had to fight because we were simply Haitian, and Haitian were looked down as the worst group of people on earth. I don't know how 8-year-old kids look down, can look at someone and say, well, this person is beneath me. I can go to them and then go to him and start a fight because simply he's from Haiti. They even had a saying, HBO stands for Haitian body odor, all kind of things. And voodoo, they say, oh, you know, you don't need to come here. You're voodoo, hey, let's beat up this Haitian kid. You know, so yes, we had to literally have fist fight, my brother and I, and from junior high school, from elementary school leading to junior high school. Of course, in high school, I was very built and I was ready for anything, and God has blessed me and I didn't have to fight for that. But yes, it was a big issue, and they looked down on me because they know the situation in Haiti. We come in 83 and 85. Haiti got bad when Duvalier left and stole the money, and the country got very got very bad shape. And so they know from the news that, hey, this country, there are people who are starving. And you think they will feel sorry for the people, but no, they look down and they want to fight you. And we had to literally defend ourselves. Some days we could not even tell our parents about our fights because they'll be worried.
Did you ever fight your brother?
Not serious fight. Not serious fight. Yeah, we fought as kids, not a natural fight, but we got through that. We got through that. When you are in the street, it's you and him against the world.
Okay.
Right.
Good job. We're done, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, and I gotta get the kids home, guys. I'm gonna rush out of here, not to be rude, but
Yeah, that is rude, Heather.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, do I turn it off?
that was hot. You can shut that off.